Hi there, I'm Siggy. Welcome to another exciting video on Go For A Run. Today I'm diving into the Brooks Ghost Max, which is the latest addition to the Brooks Ghost series. Join me as I share my honest thoughts after running 100 kilometers in them, along with some key specs that you need to know. The video is divided up into sections, so feel free to jump forwards if you feel like it. Have fun! Let's get started with the basic specifications. The stack height in the heel is 39 mm, the stack height in the forefoot 33 mm, resulting in a 6 mm drop. The weight in my size 46 is 340 grams. It's a neutral daily trainer with a high amount of cushioning and support. Definitely suited for distances up to a marathon, and for me personally, they were true to size. A noticeable distinction is the stack height. Usually it's a 12 mm drop from Brooks, but in the Brooks Ghost Max, they changed that to a 6. While the weight could be slightly lighter, it doesn't play a significant role in this model. Furthermore, personally, I experienced a comfortable fit and feel right from that very first run, requiring no break-in period at all, which is always a nice surprise. The shoe made its debut in the United States in October, followed by a European release in December. That's a whopping 2 months gap. Brooks, don't ever do that again. Eager to get my hands on them, I ordered them in the United States and I had a friend of mine ship them over to Belgium. All I can say is, to make a long story short, that wasn't a smart idea because my wallet is still complaining about it. You can imagine that the expectations for this big brother are high, especially because the Ghost itself is also a very great shoe. Now let's further find out if the Ghost Max will live up to these expectations. If you are enjoying this review, do not forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Your support means the world to me, and it also helps me to continue create amazing content just for you. Go ahead, make my day, click those buttons. For those that already did it, thanks very much. For those that didn't do it yet, I'm watching you. Now let's get back to the review. The midsole foam is DNA Loft V2, which might sound familiar because it's also used in the Ghost 15. Hold on, I hear you saying, hey man, then what's the difference? Well, in this case, the foam is maximized for a plusher, more cushioned feeling, utilizing the same EVA foam, rubber and air. Yeah, air is a component, ladies and gentlemen. Yep. Personally, I found it a bit disappointing that they didn't opt for that DNA Loft V3. The enhanced energy return and toe-off experience with the glide wall geometry is also a nice improvement. Essentially, it facilitates a smoother transition from the heel to the toe. The 6 mm drop is a welcome change, as it also distinguishes the Brooks Ghost Max further from its smaller brother. I thought that the grip might have been an issue, but the grip is really great. I've put them to the test in rainy conditions on notorious slippery wet cobblestone, and they exceeded my expectations. The slightly wider base also contributes to a better stability. The upper is a bit more dense than I expected, but it still feels great. While it's not highly stretchable, it offers adequate ventilation for the current season, though its performance in summer heat remains uncertain. There is also a good amount of padding around the collar and the tongue, giving you a pleasant step-in experience. From the first moment I've put them on, I was like, damn, that feels nice, but I didn't get goosebumps though, no. I also appreciate how the outsole extends to the front, protecting your toes and the upper. That's a feature that not all running shoes have, and that sometimes I do miss. And yeah, just on those shoes that don't have it, I tend to bump into things. Yeah. As for the laces, I'm a huge fan. They are soft, they are stretchy, they are long, although sometimes I wonder if they aren't a bit too long, but that's easily fixed by just doing a double tie. The heel area is reinforced to keep your foot protected, stable and in place. A possible improvement could be an inclusion of a heel collar to provide additional support for the Achilles and to provide some assistance in slipping them on, but that could be a nice idea for version 2. Yeah, baby! As we all know, durability is a crucial factor. The DNA Loft V2 foam is known to be very durable. The big question here is if the added slice would impact the durability, yes or no. I personally don't expect this to be an issue, nor do I expect any issues with the outsole itself. The wear and tear after 100 kilometers is still very good, proving its toughness despite its seemingly thin appearance. The upper features a dense woven structure, including the protection at the forefoot and the reinforced heel, suggesting that the Ghost Max will provide numerous enjoyable ones. The laces seem to be of a very good quality, they seem to be very durable. The padding at the heel area at the tongue, that could perhaps be less durable if it gets wet a lot. But that is difficult to predict, you will just have to experiment and find out. My expectations for this shoe is that it can reach up to 800 kilometers. After that point, I think the midsole foam reactivity will not be the same anymore. And you need to take into account, if you buy this shoe, you buy it because it's a max cushioned plush shoe, and if the reactivity isn't the same anymore as in the beginning, then it might be time to replace them. To sum it up, Brooks Ghost Max introduced in 2023 the latest addition to the Ghost line, but featuring the same midsole DNA Loft V2 foam. It has a higher stack height, increased foam and enhanced cushioning. Although the heel to toe drop of 6mm isn't something that we usually see from Brooks, it isn't necessarily a bad thing. It just will give you a different experience. The upper will provide you with a comfortable fit. It has a minimal stretch, but the ventilation in warmer climates is yet to be determined. However, it's well suited for the other seasons, of course, fall, winter, spring, yeah baby. While it's not one of the lightest, you need to take into account that cushioning weighs a bit. But despite that, the shoe remains a comfortable ride, even on those longer ones. Essentially, the shoe offers an excellent value for money. I will keep it in my shoe rotation for those easy/recovery runs, but it won't replace the Ghost 15 or not even the upcoming Ghost 16. For me, personally, they both have their place. They are both different. Period. If you're uncertain, just head over to your local running store and go and try them out. While you are there, if you have the chance, perhaps also try out the little baby brother. Just don't do like me and put on one of each, but although it's quite the fashion statement, don't you agree? That concludes my Brooks Ghost Max review. If you found this information useful, do not forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Additionally, also check out my website for the latest running news, the shoe release calendar, reviews, blogs, you name it. Head over to goforward.one and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you hopefully in the next one.